Good morning. It's way too early for this. We got the car all loaded up. Time to get to the boat launch, put this boat in the water, and get going. And we're off to the boat ramp. I bought the sailboat like 3 days ago, and I'm going to sit in this sailboat and move across a vast body of water with this RC tugboat. Can I do it? Will we make it? Will we have problems? Well, I guess we're gonna find out one way or another. Now we cast off out of here.
Missed.
See you in a few hours.
Wow, look at that.
I've had RC boats forever, and I've always wondered if you could take them on an actual, voyage. So today, we're gonna leave from Gulfport here in Florida, and we're gonna go all the way across these bridges and stuff. We're gonna cross one of the biggest bridges in Florida, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And then we're gonna cut across this Tampa Bay, and hopefully I make it and get picked up somewhere on the other side. I don't really know where we're gonna get picked up yet, but somewhere across the bay. I gotta find a boat ramp. But that's future me's problem. All right, we're leaving home port. Currently, I'm driving it manually with this controller, and it's doing great. We're at the very lowest throttle setting, if you can see it through this plastic bag. And now we're gonna get going. I'm estimating this trip is not gonna be more than 20 miles, but it's going to be probably more than 15-ish miles. Pretty smooth so far. And over here, we got some pretty mangroves. Really nice over here. This is probably as calm as it's going to be today because we're sheltered in the wind, which is really handy. But once I get out here, I'm probably gonna start encountering some issues with speed. Right now, it's great though. We are currently doing a blistering 2.5 knots. This is gonna take all day to get anywhere with this freaking tugboat, but it's gonna be an adventure. The little tugboat that could. Currently, we've got 7-knot winds, and we're pretty much going straight up into the wind. And the tugboat's making pretty good headway. Tug's doing a great job. We haven't even gone through one set of batteries. I think I'm not gonna need a whole lot of batteries because it's barely using any power right now to get across this entire channel. Or bay? This is a bay. I think this is a bay. Let's just steer it here. Autopilot is kind of working, but I'm gonna wait for better conditions before I try autopilot. I think we'll do a little bit of touring. Let's go explore. There's some sailboats out here that look pretty cool. Look at it go. Go tugboat, go. Here we come across the first crusty sailboat of the day. That's a pretty cool looking boat though, all things considered. Pretty nice looking steel hull. It's a, what is this, a schooner? Someone point out what this sailboat is below. Pretty cool boat. Pretty weird boat. I wonder if anyone's actually living on that right now. I think we should get back on course. Bloop, push this, and we go that way. Ah, look at that weird bird over there, perched on that sailboat. He's probably taking a dump on it. Good thing my boat's too small for him to poop on. The really cool thing about using Mission Planner for this, the Speedy Bee flight controller I put in here has Wi-Fi mode. I want to see how much battery is left in this friggin' boat. The batteries aren't even close to 80% yet. This is definitely kind of sketchy. I have to bring the laptop closer to the boat because the boat has a very limited Wi-Fi range. But yeah, it's just sitting there chilling until it falls into the water. So you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, first of all, I bought this tugboat forever ago. It was the Toledo show, 2015 to be precise. And I bought this RC tugboat. It's a Mr. Darby from Dumas. It's actually a real tugboat, an ocean-going tugboat that you can see here. Anyways, I paid $400 and boom. Look at this. Hey, there's Lucky. Unfortunately, Lucky's no longer with us. There's the boat. I got it, and I put it in the creek. All right, pull it. It had horrible brush motors. So what we did, we modified the tugboat first, because it's got some big old garbage brush motors and some other useless things inside of it. tugboat is working. It's obviously controlled by this RC controller. However, I'm gonna do something fancy and put a flight controller in here with GPS and have this boat autonomously pull me to destinations I can pick on a map. I've never done this before. It's time to upload the waypoints. I have no idea how to do this. This is my first time really using ArduPilot. I set the waypoints to be very big because this boat is not very accurate. I'm missing the waypoints and driving around circles trying to hit the target's point. So 50-meter radius that the Ardu rover has to hit. So we got one there. We got another one here. So we got waypoints here. Here, this is all solid ground, so we can't cut across just yet. And then this is the Skyway Bridge. Very long bridge. And then the boat ramp is somewhere over on this side. Inside the boat, this is what we got. We got a waterproof 3D printed box thing I made earlier. And we have two autopilots. This one's running iNav. Unfortunately, the compass heading thing didn't quite work, so I tried to learn ArduPilot really fast. Big thanks to Daniel for that one. He's got so many autonomous boat videos and series. I highly recommend checking him out. This is kind of a rip off of that. But anyways, I've always wanted to try it because it looked really fun. So we got that. I'm gonna program some GPS waypoints in so I can maybe take a nap while the boat drives itself. And this one is running as a backup on iNav in case this thing stops working. Well, I got the tugboat running, but I bought a sailboat so the tugboat can pull something. Put the roof from my solar boat. That's the roof from that. Borrowed it there because I'm not currently using it. It's working pretty good. Oh, I want to fall overboard. That's the story of the tugboat. You know, I kind of want some cool B-roll of that boat on the water, but I don't have anything to help me. Oh wait, I totally do. Look at this. I 3D printed like a pretty scale model of my actual lobster boat that we're hoping to finish sometime this summer. If I ever stop screwing around with these sort of projects, maybe we'll get that thing done. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in the water because I want to get some footage with this. Go, Insta360 boat, go! Whoa, what is this? My boat has a message in a bottle. I wonder what's in the message. Oh boy, wait, this isn't the right boat. Oh wait, what's in the bottle anyways? We've been trying to reach you about your boat's extended warranty. Don't you just hate unsolicited spam? That's why I'm happy that Incogni is sponsoring this video. It's super annoying to search for something. I get served tons of spam in every facet of my life regarding the thing I just searched. Well, what's happening is these companies that you sign up for at checkout or offers on their websites sell your private information to data firms, which then turn around and sell that information to advertisers in a bid to extract money from you. You'd be surprised how much of your private info is out there regarding your phone number, home address, and other private info, which could be used by stalkers and other non-desirables. If you contact these data brokers, they have to remove your data from their sites. However, there's a ton of them out there, but that's where Incogni comes in. They will do this for you and consistently spam these companies to remove your data on your behalf. Since I've signed up, I've gotten way less spam calls and emails and no longer have to be bothered by my least favorite contact on my phone. Scam likely. I highly recommend taking back your personal data from the internet, and that's why I'm happy that Incogni is giving you guys, my viewers, 60% off an annual plan if you use my code PeterShreepwell at checkout. Huge thanks to Incogni for slowing the spam in my life. Anyways, back to the boat adventure. We're coming up on our first bridge. I think I got enough vertical clearance to make it under that bridge. Luckily, my draft is so shallow, I can go outside of the actual channel. All right, we're now in a no-wake zone, so everyone has to go slow, just like my boat. We're doing 3 knots, that's amazing. On tugboat, 2 knots, 2.1 knots. Yeah, 2.23 knots, that's pretty good. And the tugboat's veering off the wrong direction because I'm too busy trying to film and drive and play with my phone at the same time. I think we'll get to the Skyway probably before noon. Hey look, something my boat is useful for. No internal combustion motors. It runs on crappy LiPo batteries. Well, I think the boat just died, so I ran out of batteries. I believe, hopefully it's actually just a battery. So we're gonna open this thing up and I'm gonna see what the battery voltage is. Oh, there's the problem, 19.8 volts, and that's not under load, so the battery's definitely dead. Fortunately, I pulled the boat apart, and I forgot to install the actual battery checker. Fortunately, Mission Planner still saves the day, so I checked it there, 19.9 volts. The batteries are definitely low, so I'm gonna swap them out for new ones, and then we're gonna keep going. Up next, we got some junky old Pulse batteries. I don't know where these things came from, but they're really old. We're gonna put them in the boat. Okay, you can have your head back. Yeah, there you go. That looks pretty cool. Just missed it, but that boat just made a huge wave, and the tugboat's headed straight towards this giant rogue wave. Let's see what happens. And we go up, and we go down, up and down. Look at that, handled it like a champ, didn't even care. That's why it's an ocean-going tugboat. I am definitely gonna be here all day. Look at all these boats, look at them go. And look at my boat go. Oh, we got some big old waves. Tugboat don't care. I think the reality of how far this is starting to actually kind of set in. That bridge out there, that's not the Skyway. That's another smaller bridge. The Skyway is beyond the horizon. The visibility today is just actually pretty low, so I can't even see the Skyway just yet. We've got a long ways to go. All right, while the tugboat's living its best life, I want to get some aerial shots, so we got a drone, an FPV drone with a water bottle attached to it in case I lose it in the drink. Comes the waves, and there's my boat. It's like a super stirred up bathtub out here. But the tug's handling it like a champ though, and we're still making headway no matter what. Just very slowly. Dang, look at that old boat over there. That's a big boat. Here comes some big old waves. It definitely pays off to venture outside the actual channel. I can see the bottom of the water there. It's probably around 3 feet, but my draft is only like 10 inches, and the tugboat's even less. And this is the leeward side of where the wind's coming from, so this is actually giving me a huge benefit because I'm not having to fight any more wind or waves, and it's picking up speed now. We're going along at a pretty good pace. I just got done sticking this camera in the water, trying to get some sweet underwater shots, but I noticed the boat's got junk on its props. So let's clean that crap out because that's definitely costing us. Oh, it just came off, so that's a big deal. All right, back in you go. It's kind of known that bow riding is dangerous because if you fall off the bow, you might get hit by the boat prop. Well, it's clearly not the case here because the boat is over there with the propellers. And would you look at that? Skyway Bridge. It's kind of wild just to think how fast this little toy boat's going. I mean, it's not really fast compared to other things, but when you see the ground movement in the water, and that little boat is barely using any amps to move itself right now, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Look out. And the line is now taut. Alright, cool, look, banner towing plane. We're on John Surf Shop. I'm bored, so I'm reeling the boat in just to see how much pull it's got. It's doing probably around maybe 10 pounds at thrust very consistently. It's really good. I'm really happy with this little tugboat's performance. And it's like barely doing anything as far as the throttle position is concerned. All right, I'll let you go. Bye-bye. Just kidding, you're on a leash. All right. It's time for a quick pit stop. Sam's coming to get some more footage of this thing. Look who it is. Toby and Sam. You know, I really did think about bringing Toby on this adventure, but there's one thing he really hates, and that's model boats. Every time he hears his little motors kick on, he freaks out. So that's why Kobe is with you, Sam. All right, break time over. Let's resume this morning. All right, back in the ocean you go. You can probably hear it in the microphone, but I've been fighting this headwind for the last like hour and it sucks. I just switched to the 6-cell batteries because I have the throttle cut off a little bit higher programmed into it for that one. So we're currently running the 6S power, so we got a little bit more thrust to get the boat moving. And now we're making some headway again. Fortunately, we're about to make a turn and the skyway is around this stuff somewhere. Look, there it is, Skyway Bridge. That's a big bridge, and that's a small boat. We are in some sloppy waves now. Pretty much on the very windward side of this open ocean water part. So the waves are definitely picking up now because of the wind. Woo! This is gonna be interesting to see how far this thing gets. It's definitely not as fun anymore, but still gotta keep going. Okay, bad news. I had to turn around because the steering servo has decided to stop working. Oh, this is crap. So I attempted it another day. Yep, completely dead. Oops. It's also really windy. The forecast is definitely wrong. That is much higher than 7 knots. I don't believe that crap. So I'm gonna try again, fix the servo, and come back on another day. You can definitely see the servo is not having a great time. It's freaking out. It's not quite how I wanted this to work out on the first day. We busted some stuff too on the boat. Some of the scale details have fallen off because it hit the boat. But I had to panic and get this thing out of the water really fast. So we'll try tomorrow. Way too windy and way too wavy. It's not fun at all. You know what? I don't think the servo is actually bad. I think salt water got on our servo contacts here and caused issues. I'm gonna put some corrosion X on this, put it back together and see what happens. Just like that, the servo works. Huh. So it turns out all of this was caused by salt water getting on that. The reason why it took so long to show up is because in the last moments of the trip, it got really windy and really wavy. So salt water got inside the boat, and then I'm pretty sure salt water washed over this little connector right here. This is what I should have done in the first place. I got some of this cool heat shrink that has like a waterproof adhesive in here. We're gonna shrink this on there and glue it. Repair finished. Here's something neat. The motor mount is starting to melt, and I noticed that the port side motor is rubbing a lot. And then I took the shaft out because, you know, I gotta figure out what's going on here. Why is it melting? And then I found this on the back of the stuffing box. This is fishing line. It completely wrapped around there, caused extra drag, and pretty much killed my batteries way faster. I think tomorrow I'm actually gonna get better MPGs now that this is no longer my boat. Look at this, Sam.
And then you found out that your computer corrupted all of your files from recordings today.
We don't talk about that. You know, I thought the port side was bad. And then I looked at the starboard side motor mount. That is not looking good. This is the least draggy side, so this side rotates easily. So I think I was going a little bit too aggressively at times. So it looks like I'm gonna be a little more careful tomorrow when we do this again, because I don't have the ability to fix that right now. So it's still stuck, so I'm gonna use it. Let's see if it blows up trying to get across this bridge. Okay, it's the next day. We've launched the boat again from the place I made it to, so technically this is still continuous, right? Because I've actually motorboated out here with this tugboat, had the servo problems, fixed it all now, and plus I've lost the roof on the sailboat. So I hope we have less aerodynamic drag and we get a little further today. All right, there's Skyway. Come on, Tugboat, you can do it today. I want to film a sick time lapse today. Unfortunately, it's like super hot out here and the GoPro's in the sun. I'm afraid it might die, so we're water cooling it with some salt water. I mean, GoPros are waterproof, right? Look what I found. I got a bait bucket. And look at that police helicopter. I'm disarming the boat. I'm gonna swap the batteries because we're getting ready to cross like under Skyway, and I wanna make sure the boat is at its best possible peak performance. So I'm gonna give it a new set of batteries because I do not wanna run out and have to change it under there. Come here, boat. Change your batteries. Thanks to Glacier Batteries hooking me up for this project. They gave me these 8,000 milliamp 22.2 volt batteries. These are definitely gonna power me across that bridge. Look, more trash. It looks like a bag of chips. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe there'll actually be chips in there. Come on, Tugboat. Bring me chips. Yo, I think there actually might be chips in here. The ocean takes sometimes and the ocean sometimes gives. Free Lays. Sweet, I'll eat these later.
In the morning light with the waves so high, Jiffy 4 sets sail under the open sky, pulling a boat with all its might through the choppy waters with all its fight. Day turned to night as the winds grew strong. Jiffy 4 battled on, facing struggles head on, servos trembling. But Jiffy's the dawn, guiding the boat to Skyway Bridge, shining like a wall. Jiffy 4, brave little tugboat through the storms and waves. You stay afloat with every pull. You bring us near to the Skyway Bridge. Our victory is clear.
Dang, look at that big old boat over there. That's a huge ship crossing under the bridge. Where's your tugboat, big boat? Small boat, big boat. Dang, you just missed it, but this sheriff pulled over and asked me if I saw someone swimming. I thought I was gonna get in trouble for a second. And then he laughed about the boat, and then he left. Hey, look at that guy. All right, we're starting to get towards the middle of the bridge. I think I might have to actually change course because that boat, it's far out there, but it's gaining on me, and I do not want to mess with that guy. So I think I'm gonna start cutting my turn a little bit early and just get across this channel because it's getting a little crazy out here with all this boat traffic. You missed it, but this thing just about rolled over. The line got tight because I panicked and had to use the trolling motor because that boat is definitely gaining on me. It's gonna pass through this channel in like probably 2 minutes. He's going fast, so I had to get out of his way. Fortunately, the boat is still here and it didn't completely capsize by the tow line. I just want to make it under this bridge so I can get a cool bridge shot. I have to do it soon though because the tides are gonna start going out. And when the tides are going out, that means the water inside this entire bay is gonna start going under that bridge and it's gonna suck me out with it. So I need to get this over with and get clear of this area. Go, tugboat, go. Bring me under the bridge. Man, this is crazy. There's actually current, like really strong current under this bridge. It's like a 1 to 2 knot current. I can see the water moving under the bridge. The tugboat's doing the best as it can to pull me through this, but I don't know if we're gonna quite make it to the center of this thing. Kind of cool to see if we can make it though. She's trying her hardest, but we're making headway. We're getting underneath this freaking bridge. Wow, look at this thing. That is just kind of insane that this thing somehow got built. It's a big bridge. Look at the shadow. Whoa, we're definitely under the bridge. That's amazing. All right, the tugboat has made it under the bridge. I think I'm gonna stop wasting battery and we're gonna turn around now and start heading back across this entire journey. Wow, look at that bridge. I'm glad I'm not trying to fight through this and go on the other side of that. I would never make it. This tugboat would probably hate me. You know, when I get hungry on these boats, I'm very glad I have today's sponsor. Lunchables. Yep, I'm gonna eat this. I don't have a food sponsor. If you don't mind me just making some Lunchables while my boat does all the work, my tiny toy boat. Put the tomato sauce on the pizza. Is this really even considered a pizza? You know, people say you gotta grow up sometimes. I'm like, nah, I grew old, but not up. There's nothing quite like pizza on the ocean with the toy tugboat. With this umbrella, I become a sailboat. I'm actually kind of overtaking the tugboat at times. It's kind of crazy, just this little bit of a breeze. Well, that's it, boys. Battery ran out. Oh wait, I got more. It's really impressive. Those little 8,000 milliamp hour batteries got us from, you can't see it from over there, all the way through there to here. And we're almost back towards land over there. Well, I'm gonna pop another pack in and let's get back to shore. All right, tugboat, you got a new battery. Take us home. Don't need the sail anymore. I need more shade than sun. Ugh, it's getting really dark now. Oof. Look, more aquatic garbage. Let's pick this up and see what this thing is. Oh, it's just a trash bag. That's not very exciting. Alright, we made it. It's been a grueling bit of hours. Wow, the tugboat made it. No other mechanical problems whatsoever. It's been flawless all the way across that bridge. Except for that one thing. There actually was one huge major incident. I missed it because I was too busy panicking about the giant cargo ship that was rapidly closing in on me. But I had to slam the trolling motor in the water and slam the boat around and turn it around. Now, the situation that happened was called girding, I believe. And it's where the load that's being pulled overtakes the tugboat and causes the line, depending on where it's placed on the tugboat, to kind of pull and drag the boat under. I'm not really a boat expert, but we're going to recreate what happened. You can kind of see just how crappy this was and how I almost lost the tugboat. Look at this dramatic recreation. So we're setting it up, putting the rope on the boat, sailboat's out, and I'm putting the motor in the water, and I'm advancing ahead with the sailboat until this line gets like on the broad side of the boat. I'm going to let the tugboat go sideways, and I'm going to apply even more power on the sailboat until the tugboat gets dragged over like this. Okay, that should be enough. All right, go ahead and stop. Because we're going under the waves. Let's see if this is dry. Oh, there's water in there. But the flight controllers are dry, so I'm happy about that. So I hope you enjoyed our live recreation of girding. I think it's called girding in a tugboat land. That's what happened. It was not this bad. I made it a lot worse for this demonstration because now I have cameras everywhere and it looks very cool. And so concludes the epic voyage of the toy RC tugboat. I don't really know what I wanted to do with this. I just wanted to go on an epic adventure with my RC boat because like I've never seen anyone take a scale model boat and go on like a mega adventure. Because most people are like just put these things in the pond and drive around in circles for a little bit and then you get bored and put it away. But I'm like, well, how far could we actually run this? The answer to that is about 15 miles, depending on how many batteries you got. And I imagine we probably could do more. I don't know, maybe in the future I like upgrade this boat even more and we do something even crazier. I don't know. Do you guys like this sort of content? Maybe in the future we take this thing from Haulover Inlet in Miami all the way to the Bahamas in Bimini. It's like a 50-mile stretch of ocean. Would the tugboat make it through that? That's a lot of ocean. All the way to Bimini. That would be pretty cool in an RC tugboat. What do you guys think? All right, break time over. Let's resume this guy. Shut up, Toki.